Welcome to Chapter 12, Lesson 6, Select an Appropriate Data Display. So now, after we've learned about all these different types of data displays, we know that there's some that are better used in different situations. So let's review the key information up here in this box, as it's super important to help guide our decision making. So a bar graph is used to basically show the number of items in a specific category. So if you're surveying, favorite types of ice cream or something like that, you might show that because that's got specific categories. A box plot is used, or a box and whisker is what we call it too, to show measures of variation for a set of data. It's also useful for very large sets of data. So show variation, meaning showing kind of like the spread of the data, and large sets of data because you might have it going from a small number to a really big number, and again, you can just kind of show the spread as opposed to every single piece of data. A histogram can easily be used to show frequency of data divided into equal intervals. So you may just want to see within groups, maybe within certain ranges of years, every 5 years, how much something occurs. So it's kind of in equal intervals that you would want to see it. A line graph is used to show change over time, which we learned just in the last lesson, so make sure it's always used to show change over time. And then we have a line plot, or what might be called a dot plot as well, shows how many times each number occurs, because each of those x's would represent it, right? So data can often be displayed in several different ways, and what you choose depends on the data and what you want to show, right? So let's look at example 1 here. Which display allows you to tell the mode of the data? Okay, so remember, the mode is the one that occurs the most often. Okay, so if I'm looking at the line plot or dot plot, or if I'm looking at the box plot or box and whiskers, they're both showing lasagna orders each night. The one that's going to allow me to see the mode is the line plot, because I can see how many or which one occurred the most often, which was 27 orders, right, each night. So the box plot allows us to see the spread of the data, but it doesn't show the individual data, so it doesn't show the actual mode, okay? So in this case, my line plot would be better. Try the got it problem below to check your understanding.